Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So this is going to be your weekly read from December 22nd through the 28th. And for those that celebrate, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. I'm sending all my love and light to you and your family during this time. Before we get started as well, I just wanted to say thank you guys to each and every one of you for all the ways that you lift this channel up, lift each other up, lift me up. Truly, I love you back, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you and for all your love and support, because truly you are what has made this channel what it has become. So that said, let's get started. So as we're greeted with this week and as we gear up for the holidays, we are greeted with a half moon in Libra. And this is all about a time where Spirit urges us to find balance and harmony, particularly in our relationships. It allows us an opportunity to assess needs versus boundaries and to seek compromise without sacrifice, but instead through collaboration, mutual understanding, as well as mutual respect during this time as well. And with the tarot, what we've got, this is incredible. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what came out first, but what I'm reading here is with the Ace of Swords. You will have a new challenge greeting you this week. You are not only on a conquest, but you are stepping into your leadership, utilizing your emotional intelligence, but stepping into a point of victory with prosperity and success. And you're taking charge. Like I say, this is all about leadership and standing in your leadership. And what Spirit is saying here, especially when it's career focused, especially when it's on looking at, or when you're looking at needs versus boundaries and finding compromise without sacrifice, you are one step away from success. For those that have been working, what I see in working, I should say, with developing your career, building something, developing philanthropic aspects, even developing a side hustle. At this point right now, you are one step away from success. And this is coming towards you through cooperation, through commitment, and through exploration. This is a time where new opportunities are coming towards you, rather than it's basically a point where you are open to receive. You're not necessarily going and searching out, but instead you're seeing it coming straight towards you at this time. And this is your new beginning. This is a time of prosperity and a time of abundance. And like I say, not only in the career aspect, but in new relationship opportunities, new collaborative opportunities with who you're working with, who you're seeking love with, who you're seeking partnerships with. But it's all through the collaboration of seeking compromise and mutual understanding, coming to the table basically with love, with joy, and with creativity and positivity. And it's really unleashing a potential. It's unleashing your potential, but it's also, it basically encourages you, or Spirit encourages you during this time to utilize your intuition. The divine is supporting you at this time, and it's guiding you with the Libran energy here as well. What I see in this is some of you could be dealing with a Libra, even a Scorpio, or even a Sagittarian energy. But what I see in this is it's really finding balance within your passions. And with the one, numerologically speaking, this is all about new beginnings. It's about tapping into that potential, right? And this is about new ideas, new positivity, and first causes. And so it's all about initiative as we come into this season, as we come into this Christmas season or this holiday season. Now, on the 23rd, the moon is going to be in Libra. And it's also trine with Jupiter during this time, which currently is resting in Gemini. This is a favorable transit, not only for positivity, but it infuses a lot of potential for financial and social opportunities. And so now is the time to really take every chance seriously. And with the Knight of Wands, Spirit is reminding us, Spirit is encouraging us during this time to charge towards those chances. Especially as we close out this week, the angel number 1228 or 1228 or 1228. Either way, it encourages us to challenge our limits and to take every chance seriously. And so this is where you are thriving on challenge. You're coming to the table with enthusiasm. You're being extroverted right now, and you're shining your light without. Also, too, what I see in this is that you're highly motivated at this time. You're inspiring others with your movement, as well as yourself during this time. You're getting inspiration at this moment with those financial and social opportunities coming in. And like I say, there will be a slight, or you may feel a slight boost of popularity, and it's because of your positivity. It's because of your sincerity as well, and how you're coming to the table, and how you're being genuine and authentic during this time. And so now is the time truly to shine in your Knight of Wands power. Now, as we're coming into Christmas Eve, and I promise I will do a separate reading for those that celebrate Christmas, but as we're coming into the 24th, Jupiter is going to be square with Saturn. Now again, Jupiter, is in Gemini, and Saturn is currently in Pisces. And so this is an exciting time. It basically, with this square aspect, we experience a dance between two opposing forces. And it challenges us to combine our vision with our practical sense, our practical perseverance, to make our dreams a reality and to be realistic about our dreams as well. It's taking those practical actions that turn the 5D into the 3D, where we can really truly make our wildest dreams our reality. And with the King of Pentacles, what I see in this is that at this time, or in the past, what you've been walking away from too, but at this time, what you're currently dealing with is a little bit of root chakra upset. You could have experienced some corruption, some stubbornness, felt yourself even being unproductive in your financial endeavors, putting your money above all, or focusing on those material aspects as opposed to the gifts. As I like to say, the best things in life are free, as opposed to standing in that high priestess power, as opposed to utilizing your intuition or standing in your divine purpose as a spiritual teacher. What I see in this as well is that some of you could have been focused on these material aspects to a point where you've kind of basically looked at things and not followed your perspective, not followed your intuition. This is a time where, with this Christmas Eve, it challenges us with this square aspect between Jupiter and Saturn. It challenges us to make our dreams our reality, to rethink our goals, to develop a plan that takes us down a path that makes our dreams our reality. And on Christmas Day, we are greeted with the moon in Scorpio. If you were lacking ambition before, if you were lacking that motivation, this is where you'll be stepping into your high priestess power and stepping into your empress power. This is where you're following your heart. And with the Scorpion moon on Christmas Day, you are energized with passion, with courage. And then we also have a little bit of help from Capricorn. With the sun being in Capricorn during this time, it ushers in a focus of stability, of structure. And during this time, the sun is going to be sextile with the moon. And so it allows us to find balance with the heart and with the mind in our actions and our decisions. Now is the time where not only are we treating others as equal and finding balance in our harmony in our relationships, but we're also finding that balance and harmony, like I say, between our reality and our dreams, in developing our goals, as well as rethinking a plan that takes us down our path, that allows us to pave our wildest dreams into our reality. I should say paint as opposed to pave. For some reason, that wanted to come out. But either way, if that resonates with you, by all means, share your story in the comments below. Put a heart in the comments below. That way we can help lift you up and support you, because truly you are on the right path to making your wildest dreams your biggest masterpiece, your reality. And Spirit is reminding you during this time that you indeed are the magician. You're utilizing the skills at your disposal. You're being resourceful during this time, but you have the expertise that the world needs right now. And during this Christmas season, you are finding your direction. You are tapping into that unlimited potential. And you're finding harmony and balance through cooperation, through compromise, and through collaboration. Like I say, this is about painting our wildest dreams into our reality, because we are encouraged during this time to challenge our limits and take every chance seriously. Now, on the 26th, you may also find that the moon is going to be trine with Saturn. And so with the moon being in Scorpio, Saturn being in Pisces, this is all about passion and water, going with the flow. And so, like I say, don't be surprised if you could have opportunities really greet you right in your living room, greet you at your doorstep rather. But it's an excellent time for business, for networking, for selling ideas, because you're emotionally controlled, you're mentally strong, but you're also financially savvy and frugal, as they would say. And so you're making good decisions with a balanced mind and a balanced heart. And so, like I say with this one, especially when it comes to cooperation, compromise, collaboration, this trine between the moon and Saturn is really going to help you with reaching your 10 of Cups. This is about luck, this is about family, this is about love, and it's about stability, that Capricorn energy with health and with wealth. And as the moon moves over into Sagittarius on the 27th, this is where we are greeted with passion, with fire energy, with that go-getter energy, basically standing in your leadership, standing in your authority. And again, back to back, a focus on stability, standing strong and remaining grounded. This is a time as well where the moon in Sagittarius is also trine with Mars, which is currently in Leo. And so there's a double fire energy here of passion that encourages us, that gives us the willpower and the courage to take center stage. And so it gives us the resourcefulness as well to charge towards self-improvement, to charge towards those goals where we can develop a plan that takes us down a path that makes our wildest dreams a reality. And like I say, if that resonates, by all means, like, share, subscribe, help get this message out. That we can lift as many Virgos up, spread this message to as many Virgos during this holiday season, during this Christmas season, so that we can all lift each other up and support each other down this road. Now, as a side tangent too, with this trine between the moon and Mars, you may also be focused on the home front. And again, that doesn't surprise me, especially with back-to-back stability cards. But this is also where you're standing in a power of learning, of mastery, and of dedication, especially with the Three of Coins. This is about focus on new beginnings. And again, on the home front, where things may have been rocky or unstable before, you're finding your way towards a connection of learning from that wisdom, learning from the past, reconnecting with your long-term vision, processing past events and letting them go, and focusing your energy on change that's coming, focusing on your success. And what I do absolutely see in that is potentially travel as well, but things will be moving fast is what I mainly get with that. And like I say, as we close out this week, on the 28th, the moon is going to be conjunct with Mercury. Both of them are in Sag. We've got fire across the boards here, astrologically speaking. And this is a great starting point for new beginnings because you're mentally active. You've got good judgment, but you also have the gift of gab. You can communicate your emotions effectively as well as diplomatically. You're standing in that Queen of Swords position where you're rational, you're honest, you're standing in your truth, but you're also being realistic. What I see in that as well with the red clover is, what I love about red clover is it can be choking, yes. However, in a garden, it feeds so much more than just the plant itself. It allows nitrogen and nitrogen pockets to come into the soil so that it's like these little biodynamic bursts of food, basically, I guess, or of nutrition for the other surrounding plants around it. And so it's finding those symbiotic relationships that help each other flourish, set each other up for success, but also set each other up with a stable foundation. This is about paying attention to your goals, focusing on your goals, and harvesting the rewards coming from them, manifesting, but also having the patience for those seeds to properly mature. This is a time where, again, all action for business leads to success, especially when you're communicating effectively and diplomatically and finding the right partners to work with. being that emotionally supportive figure for others, standing in your creativity, but also manifesting with rational thinking, with structure involved, with a focus on your authority and your leadership and your self-discipline, as well as remaining objective in difficult situations. With the 120, I cannot say that for whatever reason, the 1228 angel message, again, it encourages us to challenge our limits and take every chance seriously. And so if you have been feeling that you've missed an opportunity, expect things to come back around during this time. You may have missed chances due to poor planning. That is the wisdom that you're taking with you into not only this week, but also this new year. Because the balance, the universal balance, is shifting in your favor. Where things had been poorly planned before, this is where you're seeing every chance and taking it seriously to take advantage of those financial opportunities and to receive what you've been calling in, to receive the manifestations that you've worked so hard, the seed plantings that you've worked so hard and watered so carefully. Now, what I do also want to look at is some additional messages here, through our spirit animals. And what we pulled is the coyote. This is about seeing things as they are, not as we want them to be. But it's the revealer of truth. And so if you've been feeling foggy, felt like you've missed opportunities, this is a reminder, I guess, from the ancestors and from the divine, not to take things too seriously. If you felt like you missed opportunities, if you felt like you've been working and not necessarily taking care of yourself in the way of being gentle with yourself, the coyote reminds us to make time to play, because there's great wisdom that comes from laughing at your own folly, right? This is about encouraging yourself to challenge your limits. Take every chance seriously. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Take that wisdom so that you can properly pave that path that makes your wildest dreams your reality. If it didn't work the first time, that's okay. It's all about getting up the second time, right? What I got to actually hear the other day, and I was so impressed with her. I'm like, yes, that's exactly how I've lived my life. I've just never heard it put that way, is to think like an engineer. When you think like an engineer, it challenges us to basically to seek higher limits, to challenge the quid pro quo or the status quo in the way of reaching outside the box, to build our dreams, to pave those paths, right? But to think like an engineer as well, what I think it teaches you the most is to not be afraid of failure, to not be afraid of doing things wrong or making mistakes. Because each and every one of them teaches you something along the way. Each and every one of them is an opportunity that allows you to get better, to shine brighter, to build better going forward. And so what I love about this message here, especially during, the angel message of 1228, is really truly to think like an engineer. Encourage yourself to challenge those limits, think outside the box, but to take every chance seriously, because even if you don't get it right, there is still wisdom within each piece of it. But if you're afraid of failure, you're afraid to begin. And so never be afraid to take those leaps of faith. And if that resonates, by all means, share your story. Put a comment below. Put a heart in the comments below if you don't feel comfortable. But either way, know that it's okay to learn. That's the part of life that really, truly, I think, holds us back the most, is afraid of making those mistakes. Those imperfections are what make us perfectly beautiful and perfectly imperfect. Makes us each uniquely us. And so don't ever be afraid to shine. Now, also too, if you have been feeling that way, check out the Honey Sea Star store. All of the designs are meant to inspire and empower and uplift you along your day so that you can take those leaps of faith, so that you can take every chance seriously. And so take a look at it, see what speaks to you. If you have a power word that you don't see, share it in the comments below. Let's design it together. That way we can share it with the Virgos, with the rest of the Virgos out there that focus and follow on the Honey Sea Star. That way we can lift each other all up, help support each other as we walk through our journey each and every day. Now, what I absolutely love, I don't get this one too often, but I think it's so appropriate, especially for this holiday season, is we pulled the personal choice card. This is about empowerment. Empowerment to challenge your limits and take every chance seriously. What Spirit wants to remind you is to close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? This is the time to embrace those qualities. This is the time where your higher self is calling you, is guiding you. And with the hummingbird, this is all about miracles. Remember that you are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and with your love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness that only you can offer us in this world. And like I say, if that resonates, by all means, please like, share, subscribe, help get this message out to as many Virgos as we can during this holiday season so that we all are lifted up and we all support each other and reminding each other that we are all miracles in this life. Now, I also want to look at our major arcana, see what additional messages we've got as a synopsis, as well as for our music therapy piece and color therapy. And this is gorgeous. I mean, as an additional message here, Spirit is reminding you that you indeed are the Empress. You indeed are the High Priestess. That is an embrace the power of the Virgo here. Embrace the power that you hold within yourself because you are fertile. You utilize the laws of nature, but you're also very loving, very creative, very nurturing. And what you build during this time, the chances that you take seriously, the limits that you challenge yourself on will help you pave that path, paint that path towards making your wildest dreams your reality. This is the fruits of your labor, the seeds that you water, the seeds that you sow, and also being led, being open to be guided by the universe, following that intuition, knowing that you have much to give this life as your in your spiritual wisdom, as well as your spiritual leadership during this time. And so for music therapy piece-wise, we pulled the F sharp and the G sharp. And so if you are feeling any chakra blockages during this time, try playing around with those chord progressions. Remember to drink plenty of water. That way you can detoxify and replenish along the way. And for the color therapy piece, we've really got a lot of greens as well as our blues. And so what I love about that is that the greens are very grounding. They also relate very much to your heart chakra. It's about encouraging you to follow your heart, to remind yourself during your meditations that you're holding a space for your forgiveness for yourself. Remember, every failure is only an opportunity to learn, right? An opportunity to try again. But it also allows us to hold a space of forgiveness for others as well, because we carry that wisdom from the lessons they teach us too. To remind ourselves that we can constantly see the world through a compassionate lens, and that we clean ourselves so that we can be of service to others. And with the blue, that really speaks to that third eye chakra. I don't know why I can't speak right now. But either way, with the third eye chakra, this is about holding your vision. And holding your vision for your future without attachment, but also to be gentle with yourself, to allow yourself to dream as big as the universe, because the universe truly is guiding you towards what you're truly meant for in this life. And so try embracing those colors here during this week as well. Not only will you be festive with the green, just saying, but it'll really help you with balancing those chakras. And like I say, as a reminder, water holds memory. And so drink plenty of water during this time. That way you can replenish as you detoxify as well. Now, as I say too, if this message resonated, by all means, your support means the world to this channel, and this channel would not be what it is without each and every one of you guys. So please like, share, subscribe. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, all your love and support. I am wishing you the merriest of Christmas between you and your family, and safe travels. But either way, I'm sending all my love and light to you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.